The Middle East is once again on the brink of chaos, a region where history often repeats itself in cycles of conflict and fragile peace. As tensions between Israel and Hezbollah escalate to dangerous levels, the world watches with growing concern. Today we dive deep into this unfolding crisis, examining the roots, the current state, and the potential future of this conflict. We start with southern Lebanon, a region that has often found itself at the heart of Middle Eastern strife. Here, warnings of evacuation have turned into a desperate reality for thousands of families. Residents are fleeing their homes amidst the thunder of Israeli airstrikes, seeking safety wherever they can find it. The skies are filled with smoke and terror as bombings devastate towns and cities, leaving a trail of destruction in their wake. In Beirut, the scene is particularly grim. A city already scarred by past conflicts now faces new wounds. Israeli bombings have left a trail of destruction, with infrastructure severely damaged and lives shattered. Buildings reduced to rubble, plumes of smoke rising high, a stark reminder of the cost of war. The death toll is mounting, and the city is gripped with fear, uncertainty hanging in the air. Israeli officials insist these are retaliatory operations, targeting Hezbollah forces that have been a persistent threat. But the cost is high, with lives lost on both sides. Hezbollah is striking back with a vengeance. Their missile attacks have reached deep into Israel, causing widespread fear and disruption among civilians. The conflict is not contained to Lebanon alone, as the violence threatens to spill over into neighboring regions. Israeli military forces are preparing for further escalation, with their eyes firmly on Iran, a key player in this complex web of alliances and enmities. This is not just a clash between Israel and Hezbollah, it is a microcosm of the larger geopolitical struggles in the Middle East. The larger geopolitical implications are staggering, with potential ripple effects that could destabilize the entire region. Iran's involvement adds fuel to the fire, raising the stakes to unprecedented levels and drawing in other regional powers. Stock footage of Iranian leaders and Israeli military movements paint a stark picture of the potential for a wider conflict, one that could engulf the entire Middle East. The humanitarian toll is staggering, with countless lives disrupted and communities torn apart. Over 1.2 million people displaced, their lives uprooted by this relentless violence, seeking refuge in overcrowded camps and uncertain futures. The international community is calling for restraint, for dialogue, for a peaceful resolution, but these calls often fall on deaf ears. But on the ground, the reality is far from diplomatic, with everyday people caught in the crossfire of political and military ambitions. In the midst of this escalating danger, one thing is clear. The situation in the Middle East is volatile and unpredictable, with the potential for further escalation always looming. The world watches with bated breath, hoping for a de-escalation, fearing the worst, and praying for a miracle that could bring peace to this troubled region. Stay informed, stay engaged, and let's hope for peace in a region that desperately needs it, where every act of violence only deepens the wounds and prolongs the suffering. Thank you for watching.